Hi, good morning. This is Valerie, and now I go by Miss Mischief. So, you know, how interesting is that, right? All right, that's more up my alley. Okay, so today I am doing a collab, and the group is called the Foxy Five. Not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 of us. Let me tell you about these young ladies. There's Aynne Morison, we've collaborated before, Laura of Gold Star Works, Tracy, and Debbie of Vinyl Beauty. So we are doing a look called Makeup Through the Ages, and we each picked different ages to do. I picked the 1920s. If you want to see the different ages of these other young ladies, you have to watch their videos. I will put their links in the description box. So I picked the 1920s because, oh my goodness, ever since I could remember, I really enjoyed those really dark, smoky eye looks and red lips. So I did a little bit of research because I was like, oh, wow, I'm curious. Plus, I really liked the pale skin. So I did use, I used this stuff today. What is it called? It is Neutrogena Healthy Skin Anti-Aging Protector. So it has made my freckles disappear a little bit. It's not full coverage. When I did the research, they were saying that these young women would like sometimes use a foundation or a product such as a foundation that was like 2 to 3 shades lighter than their natural skin. Well, I'm not that brave. So I did dull my freckles a little bit, but I didn't like wipe them completely out. You can still see that they exist. Plus, this look is this inspiration, like I'm going to prime my eyes. You know, in the 1920s, eye primer did not exist, so, but the look is inspired by the 1920s. We're definitely not trying to do a historically accurate 1920s look with products from the 1920s or products similar to the 1920s. We were just wanting to be inspired by the dark eyes and those ruby red lips. So now my eyes are primed, and you know, the colors that they used back then were, of course, very neutral colors. And there's nothing wrong with neutrals. I mean, I don't normally do that, but but there's nothing wrong with it, right? I mean, I thought those looks were gorgeous. So I'm going to use X's and O's by ColourPop because it's so pretty. And this is the color story. I'm going to go browns. We're going to do a more traditional, go in with traditional looks. I don't think the colors are as important. Wow. So this is brown, but this is like a red brown. But it doesn't look this red in the pan. All right, I like that. Then I'm going to take a browner shade. When I say browner shade, I mean darker. Just so you know, browner shade. And then they were also talking how glitters did not exist in that time frame. And makeup was pretty new, the whole makeup thing. And they were wearing makeup to compete with getting jobs in the workforce. So that was just a very interesting time period. And their focus was on having really dark eyes and bold lips. Now I'm going to go in with a darker shade for the outer V. And these browns are red browns, which they're gorgeous, by the way. And I'm going to use this one to go under my lower lash line. No highlighter. Can you imagine? No highlighter, no contour. Their brows. Oh, this is going to be crazy to me because they had really, really thin brows, and I was looking for a pencil to do my brows because it's just really, and they had really thin brows, so they didn't really emphasize having thick brows. And you know, I usually do werewolf brow looks, so I am not going to thin out my brows or try to hide my brows, by the way. But I'm just, and then they brought their brows down, so they were thin, and then they brought them, trying to make them sure that they bring them the same okay, this is a crazy look for me because I'm like going, oh my gosh, look at those brows. They are, so yes, they had thin brows, dark eyes, no highlighter. Yes, and then they used a pink blush, which I have. I'm going to use a really light pink blush from the Juvia's Place Saharan blush palette. I'm going to use this really light pink right here, and I'm going to take a big fluffy brush, and then what they would do is they would pick up that blush and they would rub it in a circle right here. So how crazy is that? They did not have lip pencils from my understanding, but I do, and I use them, so especially a dry matte lip. Their lips also focused on the Cupid's bow. So let me grab their, I know what, here it is. I want to use, this is from Makeup Monsters, that is now Makeup Menagerie, and it's Blood Rose. It's very dark and it's gorgeous. They did wear mascara, and they used eyeliner, put white in their waterline to make their eyes bigger, but they put black under. they said that they like dotted this like under and then like smudged it out. They didn't do like a really harsh line. And like they would mix coal and stuff to have like this liner look. Now, they focused on the Cupid's bow. And they did not completely fill out their lips. They focused on the Cupid's bow. They made their lips a little smaller, and they had the dark eyes and lots of pink blush, no highlighter, thin brows, and then they had a really cool hairstyle that I don't have and can't reproduce, but this is my 19 and 20s inspired look. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and please reach out and say hi to the other ladies in the collab. And if you're new here, welcome. And for all of my other people that have returned on purpose, you already know you're my favorite. All right, hope to see each and every one of you again soon. Bye.